Welcome back. We're talking about a local company today that allows customers to make their own custom water bottles and then donate to local charities at the same time. So joining us now is Aquavation CFO Marc Sachdev and former ABVI CFO Lynn Sullivan. So thank you both of you for being here this morning. And I know some people are probably thinking, okay, I don't quite understand where the money goes and how that works. So tell us a little bit about, be transparent with us. The company is transparent. Where does this money go and how does that work?
Absolutely. Well, transparency is a relevant and important topic. When people purchase, they purchase the yellow umbrella, the purple yogurt top. They really don't know where the money is going. There's no way to follow up if the money reached the charitable organization or whatever. So the people believe their money is going somewhere, but again, there's no way to follow it up. Aquavation was started with that in mind, knowing that people care where their money goes. So we've set up everything at the every process, everything at the company is very visible. So from the person purchasing a bottle, your first step is to select a charitable organization. It's right in front of you. It says your money's going to here. It's $4 at this point, so it's very clear. And as you make your bottle, every step is very much visible and in your face in a way that says you're contributing to a cause you care about. So it gives the consumers a way to feel assured that their money is going where they want it to. At the end of the day, if you look over at the bottles, you'll see it shows, the label stripe shows where that donation went to. So really transparency is just making the consumers feel comfortable that their money is ending up where they want it.
And we're looking at some of those bottles right now. So we say Lollipop is one of the places you can choose. So Lollipop, when you get a bottle, there's a little thing at the bottom that says that on your bottle?
It says this bottle is made possible a donation to, and then it would be your charity that you pick. And again, we have 30 or 40 charities on our website. You have to pick a charity to make an Aquavation bottle. So that's from the bottle purchaser side. Lynn has been instrumental in terms of being on the other side, the person receiving the money. As a CFO for a nonprofit, she helped design the systems and the processes that make the information very visible to the CFO. So maybe if Lynn wants to chime in how she sees the information.
Yeah, explain that.
Sure. There's basically a website that I can log into on a day-to-day basis. I can see in a given moment how many bottles have been made that day. I can see how many have been made that week. I can see how many have been made that year. And it shows exactly what kind of contribution is coming through because of the donation. So when Dana talked about earlier the issues with funding for nonprofits locally, knowing that those contributions are coming in really makes a difference, and at the same time it's getting the message out about the organization, because as you were just talking with, at the bottom of the bottle it shows that that's where the donation's going to, which really makes a difference.
Mark, you explaining that $4 from each bottle goes. So you're able to see, okay, I just had someone choose my charity, so that's $4. Someone else did it again and again.
Right.
And so how much money do you think you've gotten through this so far?
It's hard to tell. I'm not in the CFO role that I was in previously.
Yeah.
So, but I know it's generating funds for many of the local nonprofits that are on board right now.
Yeah. And obviously we were talking, Lollipop is obviously a popular one that people choose quite often.
It is, yeah. Lollipop, it's an obvious heart-tugging organization. So what's interesting with all the charitable organizations, as I say, they're all listed on the website. What we've found is that an organization like Lollipop, in many cases, people are contributing and making bottles to support Lollipop that aren't even in the Rochester area. So more than 50% of the bottles made are not, they're shipped to a place outside the home base of the charitable organization.
And so if people at home are saying, okay, I'm part of a nonprofit organization that doesn't know about Aquavation, how can they get their name out to you?
Easy. We'd love to hear from them, and it's right on our website, aquavation.org. There's a Join Now, one of the links that you can select, and that'll send an email to me directly, and I'll be in contact. It's a very simple sign-up process. We ask, as the CFO, I validate that it's a valid nonprofit charitable organization. There's ways to do that. And once we bring them on board, it's a little bit of work up front, and then it's all easy to implement from their side. We've made Aquavation very simple in terms of there's not a lot to do once you set up. So people are always communicating with their donor lists and their prospect lists. So we've made it so you just add it to an event. You can support an event by letting people make bottles. You can add to your website. You can add to newsletters. It's very easy to sign up and very easy to start earning money going forward.
And why was this something, Lynn, you decided, oh my gosh, I need to get on board with this?
Well, I've known Sarah for a long time, first of all, and anything she does succeeds. So I knew it was an easy way to likely start earning money for the nonprofit. I'm also an avid runner, and I was very fortunate to have been able to have one of the first Aquavation bottles. It's been to the Disney Marathon with me twice, and every time I look at it, that motivation really makes a difference. And so when they talk about motivation through hydration, they're not kidding. I mean, when you look at that bottle and you're at mile 25, it's like, I've got 1.2 to go, I can get there.
Yeah.
So it was twofold. It was both the the aspect of the product itself, but the fact that it was an easy way of, frankly, raising donations for an organization and getting the word out about it.
And I know we were talking about how on your bottle, you'll see at the bottom, if you look in that picture, it's the little bottom blue ribbon at the bottom. That talks about the charity you donated to. But then you can put whatever you want. This is the customization part. You put whatever you want on the rest of it. What kinds of things do people put on there?
It's crazy. I'll tell you, I am forever impressed at the creativity of people. We've seen, there's always a story behind the bottle, and I've heard people spending half their afternoon making a bottle. So they have pictures of their kids, you see collages, just anything you can celebrate. It's really motivation through hydration. That's our tagline, and you'd be amazed at how people are motivated.
And do people actually organize the pictures and the words, or do you guys kind of take what they give you and formulate it?
It's all an online application, so it's designed for the grandmother. Not to be condescending, but it's as easy to use as possible. It's not an art project. 5 minutes you make a bottle. It's real easy to move and navigate around. So we designed it that way because we wanted people to have fun.
Excellent. Well, we are not done with Aquavation yet. We're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about how Aquavation is also helping to promote a healthy environment, and we'll explain that coming up.